What's up, guys? Pyromaniac720 here, and I have for you a video analysis, quick video analysis of the team that I used at the 2014 Autumn Regionals. I call them Autumn Regionals because that's what they called it on the DS instead of the Fall Regionals, and I'm like, that's a little fancier. So I'm going to go with Autumn Regionals. So with this team, I went 7-2 and got 21st place. I missed it by like 5 points. Mancuso had a resistance of 63%, mine was 58%, so it was a huge difference anyway. But so I'm just going to go over real quick the Pokemon. I'm going to have more in-depth analysis, hopefully posted on Nugget Bridge soon, assuming it gets published. And I'll have a link for that in the description here when it's up. So first Pokemon I'm going to go over is Malamar. So for those of you who read my LCQ team report, I ran Malamar, but this Malamar is completely different. It's very defensive, very support-oriented, so leftovers and contrary. Leftovers for survivability, contrary because it's badass. And with superpower, it's amazing. 252 HP in special defense to maximize special defense with a careful nature. I decided to maximize special defense instead of defense because with superpower boost, defense gets increased anyway, and I don't have an attack to boost special defense unless I ran like Lightbird with fake tears or something. So I ran Superpower, Simple Beam, Topsy-Turvy, and Hypnosis. Superpower because I get the boost to attack and defense, which can make it really dangerous. Simple Beam neutralizes a ton of threats like Mega Kangaskhan, Azumarill, Mega Mawile, Mega Venusaur, Ludicolo, Swift Swim. I would use it on Rotoms with Levitate, so I could hit them with Earth Power with my Hydreigon. Topsy-Turvy I ran because a lot of Pokemon in my team had stat-dropping moves such as Overheat, Draco Meteor, and Hammer Arm, and so Topsy-Turvy made those drops and turned them into +2s instead of -2s, and that made my Pokemon really dangerous. In practice, I used this a ton. In the tournament, I only used it once, but it didn't win me the game. Hypnosis because it was a cool filler move. Sleep is always nice, and I actually hit it both times that I used it in the tournament, and it also won me the game. I ended up using Malamar Superpower the most. Simple Beam I did not use once in the tournament. I plan on using it a lot in best of 3, but I didn't make it that far, so oh well. So here's just some calcs for you. So against Choice Specs, Hydreigon, Draco Meteor, it survives with a max damage output of 93.7%. Against Adamant, Mega Kangaskhan Return, it does a maximum of 93.7%. Against Modest, max special attack, Gardevoir, it only does 93.2%. Against max special attack, Life Orb, Ludicolo, Hydro Pump in the rain, it only does a maximum of 84.9%. After Simple Beam, Mega Mawile Play Rough max attack does maximum of 99.4%. Max special attack, Mega Charizard Y Overheat in the sun has a 75% chance to one-hit KO, but still it can survive it. 252 attack, neutral nature, Mega Lucario Close Combat versus Malamar only has a 6.3% chance to KO. 252 attack, Choice Band Talonflame Brave Bird versus Malamar only does 83.9% damage. Max special attack, Ag/Shadow Ball versus Malamar only does maximum 45%. And 252 attack, Life Orb, Garchomp Dragon Claw versus Malamar only does maximum of 60.6%. So those are just some calcs for you to see what Malamar can survive, which is really useful because then it can put them to sleep or use Simple Beam on them, and which can really help out my team. It survives a bunch of other things that I did. I did like Mega Venusaur, Frenzy Plant, Mega Gengar, Sludge Bomb, Mega Manectric, Thunderbolt. That's just some things. So moving on, Mega Kangaskhan was my next Mega. I chose it because it gets Hammer Arm, which is nice to use with Topsy-Turvy. Also, I used Hammer Arm with Power Up Punch because it helped me in Kanga Mirrors, which actually won me my round 9 match versus Crazy Blissey. I was able to one-hit KO his Kangaskhan with Hammer Arm. Return and Sucker Punch, pretty standard. I chose Protect over Fake Out because I prefer the longevity of Protect since I can use it throughout the whole battle. Fake Out's a one-time thing pretty much unless I switch in and out, and I'm not much of a switcher. And I just didn't really need Fake Out support on my team, so I just went max HP, max attack. Rotom Heat, my own little spread that I made the night before. It is shiny, for the record. Overheat, Thunderbolt, Will-O-Wisp, Protect, pretty standard. The 180 special attack, one-hit KOs, Raise Mawile. That should say 252 HP, I just realized. And 20 speed to speed creep other Rotoms, and just dump the rest into defense. Hydreigon with Life Orb. I originally had 108, 252, 148. Then after reading Ryosuke's report, I liked his idea of just going 252 speed, so that way at worst I'm going to speed tie Hydreigon since there aren't too many Scarf Hydreigon or Timid Hydreigon. And I like the idea of speed tying them, or most likely outspeeding them. So I ran Draco Meteor, Dark Pulse, Earth Power, Protect. I ran Life Orb over Choice Specs because I like the ability to protect. I think it's useful, and Hydreigon hits hard enough that it doesn't necessarily need the extra Choice Specs power, although it is nice. I ran Earth Power over Flamethrower, which was a last-minute decision thanks to Tweedledee. So that way I could hit Mawile in the Rain, Tyranitar at all, Azumarill for neutral coverage, and of course, as I mentioned earlier, which I did a lot in practice, was I was able to hit Rotom. After I used Simple Beam on them, I could hit them with Earth Power and one-hit KO them. So next I had Talonflame. Life Orb was taken, so I went Shardy Berry. That way I could survive Rock Slides from Garchomp, so that way I could set up a Tailwind and then, get off a quick Brave Bird and do some chip damage before I died. Pretty standard max speed, so that way I don't lose speed ties, or that way I at worst speed tie other Talonflame, and that way I can block a ton of fake outs with Quick Guard. Brave Bird Flare Blitz, pretty obvious stabs, and Tailwind because my team needed speed control, and I never tried Tailwind, and I really like it. And finally, we have Gardevoir. Gardevoir, Choice Scarf, Trace as an ability because it's fun to trace things like Parental Bond or Lightning Rod. 12 HP, 92 defense allows it to survive Brave Bird from 252 attack, Life Orb, Talonflame, or Flare Blitz also. Moonblast and Psychic, great stabs, good coverage. I originally had Thunderbolt and Shadow Ball in the Will-O-Wisp spot, but decided that I didn't use any of them ever, and Will-O-Wisp might be more use, which in practice it was. Didn't end up using it in the tournament, and Taunt was so I could have a fast Taunt to stop Smeargle and Trick Room teams. So my anti-Trick Room lead was Talonflame with Quick Guard and Gardevoir with Taunt. And the speed, 148 speed with Choice Scarf allows me to speed tie with base 110s, which wasn't on purpose. I meant to outspeed them by a point, but I messed up. But I don't face too many base 110s other than Gengar, so I wasn't too concerned about that too much. So if you have any questions about my team, the team building process, or anything else, you can comment or find me on Twitter at Pyromaniac720, on Nugget Bridge and Pokemon Showdown as Pyromaniac720. I never alt, so if I'm on, I'm going to be on as Pyromaniac720. I already had the battles up, but I took them down because I messed up the audio, so hopefully they'll be up tomorrow. And the link to my Nugget Bridge team report, assuming it gets published, should be in the description soon. So look forward to that for more in-depth team building process. Until next time, guys, bye.